Hey, what's up? This is your boy C Money, and welcome to another edition of the Roundtable, episode 2. And on today's topic, we're going to be just talking about relationships, or we're going to be talking about things around the relationship. Our main topic is how do you turn somebody down without being ignorant in doing it? Or basically, how can you let someone down easily without being stupid with it? You know, that is our main topic. I may have a special guest, my special guest from the last show, um, Mr. Elegance will probably be putting in his his views and topics on that. And if you want to put in your views and topics, you can email us anytime at roundtabletalk00. Well, my bad, roundtable00 at yahoo.com. That's once again roundtable00 at yahoo.com. You can also leave us a message in the inbox or comment on this show right after you view or watch this show. Let's get right into it. Um, we're talking about relationships today. This is one of our topics, from today's forum. And it's basically talking about what we're basically going to talk about. It, how is it, or the thing is, how can you let somebody down without being ignorant or stupid with it? Here's an example. I know a friend who was trying to talk to this female on an internet dating service, and it turned out that the guy was trying to have a conversation with the female, and the female was being not too much of ignorant, but she was being like really like she wasn't being up front with him. And then he was like, oh, having conversation. Then out of the blue, she just said, go read a book. Because he was like, I'm bored, I'm just chilling and browsing the internet, and I'm bored. And then out of the blue, she was like, go read a book. Now, is she trying to tell him, if you're bored, go read a book, meaning that, saying go read a book and find something interesting? Or was she trying to say, go read a book, leave me alone, I don't want to have a conversation with you? That's what basically the thing is. Can you be ignorant in letting someone down? Or, because the thing is, if you're trying to let someone down, why don't you just come out and say it? Because it's better to come out and say, oh, I'm not interested, thanks for the conversation, I'm not interested, than to be ignorant and say something stupid that makes you look like a fool. And that's basically what it is. That's basically what our topic is. It's relationship. I mean, you find somebody, you try to have a conversation with somebody, and the way they let you down in the stupidest way, like go read a book, or they let you down like, I gotta go and hang up the phone, or they do something that you would expect, wow, why are you doing it this way? Like, you could at least say, okay, thank you for the conversation, I'm not interested, I appreciate your honesty. But that's basically what it is. That's basically the down topic of it. That's basically the main topic. But it's a relationship matter. Because everybody go through it, and everybody go through situations and all that. And this is how a relationship starts, and that lets you know further go what type of person that is. Because when you see somebody do that, that means that they don't have no thought in what they have to and what they're saying, meaning that they just come out and say stupid things, and that lets you know, hey, is that the type of person I want? Somebody that come out with ignorant and stupid things? Because to me, that's ignorance. For somebody to say something like that, go read a book. I mean, it has nothing to do with the conversation. You could have said something a little nicer. I mean, go read a book is okay. What I'm saying, if you're trying to enhance somebody to doing something that's more, you know, valuable, or that's more, something more interesting than just browsing. But then the way you come at it and say it, and you come at it at the wrong time and the wrong way, that's how I see it, and that's how I feel that it is. Because you don't come at somebody, go read a book, you know and you're having a totally different conversation. You're talking about the sky, or you're talking about cars, and then all of a sudden, well, go read a book. That's how it is. But if you feel that way, or if you have a comment on that, you can always email us or you can always let us know how you feel about it, because there's always something or someone that has a comment on that. But that's mainly the big part of what we're talking about. That's part of the relationship topic that we're talking about. And as far as relationship, that's with any man or woman, it don't necessarily have to be on a woman's part. It could also be on a man's part, because I know there are some women out there that may say, "Oh, a man let me down in the stupidest way," or "I got to do this," or "I got to do that." So it's basically all about how you let a person down, And my thing is, this is how you let a person down. If you're having a conversation with a person and you know that you're not feeling a person, okay, I thank you for the conversation. I thank you for however you feel, but I'm not interested, and what I'm saying, I thank you for the time, and let a person down easily. Doing, let's go read a book, or I gotta go, I can't talk to you right now. And then, because there are a lot of people that do ignorant things, like if they don't want to talk to you, when you call them, they don't pick up the phone, or when you text them, they don't text back, or they block your number. You know what I'm saying? You're leaving them on a chase, because I done seen it. I done had experiences of my own, and I done also seen people that had previous experiences. And it's gonna go on, it's not gonna be nothing new, what I'm saying? This it's gonna be going on for years to come. You try to meet somebody, you conversate and talk to them, they give you their number, you give them your number, and y'all talk, say they're not interested, but then you get the number. And every time you call, they don't answer their phone. They don't respond to text messages. You know what I'm saying, try to email them, or you know what I'm saying, try to get in contact with them, and they don't do nothing. They don't respond back. And my thing is, why don't you just tell the person that you're not interested, and stop leading them on? Because I've had people that's done that several times. You give them your number, or y'all have good conversations afterwards. I'm not interested, and then you still got them calling you or emailing you or text messaging you, however y'all will communicate. And then they are not, you're not interested, but you still got them calling you. Why don't you just set the record, instead of just saying, leave me alone, or, instead of just saying, okay, I appreciate, saying everything, but I'm not feeling you, and, saying, I just want to let you down the right way, so they can stop calling you. But most people don't do that. They just ignore their phone calls, don't talk to them, and then they just keep on calling as thinking, okay, maybe they're not home, or maybe they can't talk to the phone right now. Just let the person down easily. That's how I feel. That's my opinion, and that's how I feel. Because a lot of people just give out their numbers, or they just talk to people. Like when you go to a club and you see somebody that you know what I'm saying, and somebody try to talk to you, and out of spite, you don't have a, and they say, can I get your number? Yeah, you give them your number, but then when they call, you ignore their phone calls. You know, right then and there, that should stop you in your tracks and say, look, you're a cool person. I thank you for coming and finding me attractive, but I'm not really interested. I know you can do it right there. But if you give them your number, when they call, just let them know, I'm not interested. Thank you for the conversation. And such and such. People doesn't do that nowadays. People just give out their numbers and just ignore phone calls. It's not like, and I understand a lot of people don't like rejection, because sometimes I'm that way. But rejection is the best way of letting a person know, hey, I'm not interested. Leave me alone. Go away. You know. But people don't do that nowadays. People just give out their numbers, just don't pick up phone calls, just don't answer phone calls. I understand that for a bill collector, yes. But when somebody's trying to get to know you or talk to you and you're not interested, just let them know right up front. I'm good. I'm in. What I'm saying, you cool and everything. I understand you have good intentions, but I'm just not interested. And that's how I feel. You know, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come right back. This is episode 2 of the Roundtable Talk, and our discussion of today is relationships. So stick around.